1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, guests, and fellow advocates for the well-being of our youth. Today, I would like to discuss a matter of great concern. The matter I would like to bring to light is the impact of social media platforms, particularly TikTok, on the mental health of teenagers. TikTok has become a cultural phenomenon with its catchy dances and viral challenges, but we cannot ignore the darker side, the potential exacerbation for mental health issues in our vulnerable youth. Let's dive into the reasons why we should be more cautious when it comes to teens and social media. I'll begin by telling you about the allure of TikTok. TikTok, a platform designed for short-term video content, has quickly become one of the most popular social media platforms, especially among young teens. Its algorithm learns users' preferences, creating a personalized feed that seems tailored to each individual. The problem with this is the ease for creating and sharing content has made an outlet for self-expression, creativity, and a breeding ground for mental health challenges. This can lead to a feedback loop where users are constantly exposed to hurtful content that can lead to anxiety, depression, and many other mental health issues. One of the core issues lies in the unrealistic standards perpetrated by TikTok's content. The platform videos create flawless faces, perfect bodies, and seemingly unattainable lifestyles. As teenagers scroll through this unreal reality this creates a feeling of inadequacy, fostering a toxic environment. The glow filter, for instance, gives you bright blue eyes, a thinner nose, flushed cheeks, and bigger lips. This is meant to make you look attractive, but this doesn't involve other cultures' beauty standards. Young people are under an enormous amount of pressure to look a certain way. The solution definitely does not lie in encouraging them to change their image. This has led to an increase in social comparison among teenagers, who may measure their worth based on the number of likes, views, or followers they gain. Cyberbullying and online harassment are very common on social platforms like TikTok. The most common form of harassment is commenting on content. Negative comments about how someone looks or acts can be psychologically damaging, especially for people who are younger and are already suffering from self-expression or emotional issues. Teens may find themselves victim of hurtful comments, body shaming, or even threats, contributing to a decline in mental well-being, while some toxic people will insult content creators directly in an obvious and hurtful way. Others will make what are called fairy comments that can sound like compliments on the outside but actually end up being quite mean. The pressure to conform to social norms perpetrated on TikTok can lead to an increased vulnerability to such cyber threats. You can now see an idea of how TikTok can affect anyone's mental health, especially in young teens who are just trying to figure out themselves. But you might be asking, how can I make a difference in this? Well, let me tell you. The need for regulation and awareness. This is easy. You can make your account private so that only you and the people that you trust can have access to your account. Just being able to become more aware that you are beautiful in your own way. It is hard to not compare yourself to others, but this will make it easier to not fall victim to the false reality. TikTok offers multiple options to limit public exposure and report those who get through the protection with the intent to harm. Take advantage of every tool possible, and always remember that cyberbullying is never the victim's fault. To avoid spending too much time on TikTok or other social media platforms, you or your parents can set up screen time limits on your phone or other electronics. You can see it is not difficult to be able to avoid these outcomes that TikTok can have on your mental health. Now let's look at the physical effect it can have on your brain. Any social media platform can have an impact on your brain, but TikTok has the most negative one. The rapid-fire nature of TikTok's content, with its quick cuts and frequent changes, can also contribute to shortened attention spans and reduced ability to focus on longer-form content. This may have implications for cognitive functions such as sustained attention and deep thinking. WAP 48 states young users can become addicted to the app and may seek constant stimulation. The dopamine-driven feedback loop created by the app's algorithm, where users receive likes and comments for their content, can also influence reward pathways in the brain. This reinforcement mechanism may contribute to seeking of external validation or reliance for social media for a sense of worth. Now that you can see the negative impact that it has on your brain, I hope this gives you the urge to make a difference. While TikTok and similar social media platforms provide a digital playground for self-expression and creativity, it is imperative that we acknowledge and address the potential harm that they can inflict on mental health in our teens. The evidence is clear. The unattainable standards, the cyberbullying, excessive screen time, and the social pressure by these platforms contribute to a generation at risk. It is our responsibility as a society to advocate for the digital landscape that fosters positive mental health and empowers our youth to navigate challenges in adolescent groups. Let us strive for a world where technology enhances rather than endangers the well-being of our future leaders and innovators. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.